Hi. All right. I'm gonna do all the daily word games, and then I'm going to try and learn how to speedrun Celeste. Well, first I got to get through the game. I'm on like the 3rd level or something like that. But all right, let's try. We're gonna start with Wordle. I usually like to start with connections, and then when I can't figure out what those connections are, I go to the rest of the games and then I come back. But I'm gonna start with Wordle today, and then hop into connections, and then start doing the rest of the games. All right, so Wordle, let's go. Yeah, I know how to play Wordle. Okay, so my first word is always early because I get the E, the A, the R, and the L, and then even this Y. If it's something wild, I'll be able to get it. So let's see. That is awful. All right, I didn't get anything. So that means that it's got to have what? I, O, U, one of these vowels in it. I'm gonna try mouth. That's my second guess usually. Whoa. All right, so it's got only an I. It has to have an I somewhere, so interesting. All right, so let's see words that would be, oh my goodness, I mean, like, I see but oh wait, there's no T. All right, so I has to go here, right? Probably like a CH. There's no R. I'm like, there's only one vowel, right? It could be double I. It could be like I. No, H. No, it's got to be I. Ooh, H. So let's see. Words, 5 little words that go I and H. We could do like ditch, but there's no T. We know there's no T, so we don't want to use that T. All right, like Finch. Yeah, we haven't checked for an N, we haven't checked for an F, so let's try Finch. Yup, and there we go. I got it at 3. Oh yeah. Yup. So yeah, just to go through my thought process. Well, we know there was no A. I can't type anymore. We know there was no A, there's no E, and there was no O, no U, and no Y. There has to be a vowel in the word, right? I think there's only one word in the English language that doesn't have a vowel. So I'm like, well, it has to have an I, right? So if H is at the end, this was really good information. There has to be a letter that goes next to the H, right? So there's not that many letters. If it's not T, that can be next to an H, right? We can use a P, we can use a G, we can use a C, and I think that's it. Honestly, those are the only letters that go here. And because I knew there was no T and there was no R, no L, and no M, I'm like, okay, well, it's got to be I has to be here, right? So let's fill it out. So perfect, got it in 3 today. That's a good record. All right, so now I'm gonna hop into connections. This is the game that takes me forever, and I usually have to come back. So in connections, we have to create 4 groups of 4. 4 groups of 4 words. 4 of the words will have some sort of connection between the 4 of them, right? Whether that's like US states or synonyms for happy or horror movies, things like that. So let's see, connections for April 6th. Let's see what we got here. Power, drive, will, shorts, shoe, series, tea, fly, battery, sunglasses, set, radish, desire, array, hat, and resolve, right? So the first thing I see is like, these are clothes, right? So shorts, shoe, tee, and hat. Oh, but we also see like something like this, right? Sunglasses, hat, tee, shoe. This is shorts, right? Not short. So it might end up being something like this, right? And this here is red herring. But we're just gonna hold off on selecting that and see if we can find other categories, right? Other connections. So if you have like the power to do something, you have like the drive to do something, right? Like I had the drive to stream today. Take a sip of my cold brew. the will to do something, right? And the desire to do something, right? This all seems, wow, these are right next to each other. I'm gonna hit send. Dang, one away, huh? So it's not power, right? Oh, resolve. You have the resolve to do something. Yep. Cool. All right, so that's good. That's good. Now let's see what else we have. We have fly, tea, series, shoe, battery, sunglasses, set, radish. That's a wild one. Shorts, array, hat, and power. Huh. Well, battery and power, right? Those things like power each other, but that doesn't, I don't see anything else that goes with that, right? Like fly? No. I'm still looking at this, right? Like this, I feel like is the category. I'm gonna hit send. One away. So it might not be shorts and it might be T. Let's go with T. Oh no. So it's shorts and it's not. Oh my god, I only have one mistake remaining. Uh-oh. So it's not hat. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, I only got one left. I was a little trigger happy with that one. So I know that this was one away and that this was one away, right? So both of these two are one away. So it's either that both of these are in this category and one of these is not, or one of these is not in this category, one of these are not. So let's hold off on that. Let's see, we have sunglasses, fly, hat, short, and array. An array. What's an array? An array is like something like you line in a row, right? Like a table, right? Like coding table, an array. Sunglasses, like these are things you wear in the summer, right? This has to be things you wear in the summer. Oh, maybe it's like this. Maybe it's this. Things you wear in the summer. But I only have one mistake remaining. So let's not. I think it's this, but let's hold off on that. So we have a series. What could a series be, right? Like golf series, right? Like a sports series or like a TV series. And a set. Like to put something down, like a movie set. Radish. This is wild. Radish. What is radish? Fly. Like part of me is like, oh, you know, golf. Like a golf tee, the golf ball flies. Like a golf series. Like a golf hat. But I think that's reaching, right? I might come back to this. So what I like to do is I like to chew on it, because then I'm like, oh, let's see, what was it that was one away? It was this. These were one away plus T. So I like to come back to this because then when I come back, my brain's like, yes, I got this. So let's go back and let's do the, where is it? The mini crossword. All right. So the mini, defeat by a large margin. Oh goodness, the body? No. Accident prone. Okay. Painter Monet. Oh my goodness, what was his name? Oh goodness, why can't I remember his name? All right. Ironic theme of Elle Woods Chihuahua and Legally Blonde. Oh god, I don't remember. Track athlete. A runner. Double-edged sword. All right. Intoxicating substance, sometimes called bud. That's weed. I'm calling the police. All right. Totally out of energy, drained. I know that. That's me all the time, especially after I stream. Stirred from slumber. Like awoken, rose. I'm gonna skip over that. Opposite of over, under. Ooh, I do that every time. Okay. Intoxicating substance, sometimes called bud. Double weed on 4-6. Y'all missed out on that one. What is this? What is this across? Defeat by a large margin. Oh. DXUW. What the heck is this word? I have no idea what this word is. All right. Stirred from slumber. Make as 4 down. Oh, this is beer. Oh, this is beer. Right, because you brew beer. This is weed. All right. Having a potty mouth. Grudge. Interesting. What's this across? Oh goodness, the name of the chihuahua, I'm not gonna remember. Polar bear plunge. Okay. Having a potty mouth. Huh. And this is defeat by a large margin. And down, stirred from slumber. Huh. See, it would be so great if I could get this word. Because then I'd be able to get all the rest of them, right? Gosh. Painter Monet. Having a potty mouth. And what's this? Stirred from slumber. Like awoken, right? Like, goodness. That woke me up. God, that, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, what would help is whatever this is, right? Like, what is defeated by a large margin? Not a dub. Unless it's spelled weird that I didn't know it was spelled, like DWUB. Is that what it is? Is that how you spell dub? Is that how I learned how to spell dub today? Let's see. Defeated. All right, I'm gonna reveal. Can I reveal this letter? Well, let's do it. I want to reveal this square. Drub. I don't know what a drub is. I have no idea what a drub is. What? I've never heard of that before. So now I can get this one, right? Let's do the auto check. All right, so we got all of these right? So stirred from slumber. Rocked? Is it rocked? No. Okay. I'm like, not rocked. Okay. Is it rose? No. Okay. Rotated? No. It's like everybody in New York after we got the earthquake yesterday. Dude, we had the earthquake, then we had an aftershock. And the wild thing was, I didn't even feel the earthquake. I was standing in my boss's office and we're talking about pancakes and waffles. And out of nowhere, everyone's like, whoa, what was that? I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, hey, there was an earthquake. I look on Twitter, I look on Discord, everyone's like, did y'all feel that shaking? I'm like, no. But I guess everyone else did. Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, New Yorkers are not equipped for earthquakes. That's kind of the whole reason why we're here, you know? We get 4 seasons, but we don't get earthquakes. Oh, they're sipping my cold brew. What is the name of the Chihuahua in Legally Blonde? I don't know. Oh, Bruiser? Yeah, okay. So this is not grudge. Oh, Prude. No. What? Oh, so rude. Very rude. Crude. Oh, crude. And okay. So is it roised? No. Oh, roused. Hey, 627. Well, that's what you get when you're talking about earthquakes. That's good. I like the weekend puzzles a lot because they're a little bit longer, right? They're usually a little bit bigger. Saturday and Sundays puzzles, because Monday through Friday they're pretty short. I think there's usually like 5 or 6 words. This one had 17 words. That's cool. Right, that math checks. Right, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 words. Cool. All right, so we did the mini, and I like to do strands, which isn't on here. All right, we got to find strands. Let me just look up strands. New York Times strands. Oops, here we go. I don't know why it's not on there. All right, picture this. All right, so we have like camera. Oh, well, there's camera. There's camera. Okay, so that's easy. Oh, tripod. Okay. All right, lights. No light. Okay. So strands is cool. It's a word search game. So the theme is picture this, and we have to find words around the theme, but there's going to be one word that goes from one side of the word search to the other. So here we got all the ones here, so it's got to go from here to over here, from left to right. And I'm gonna guess it's like photo. I can't do that. Oh wait, no, this is photo. Okay, no, okay. Yeah, because we can't close off this O, right? They're not gonna cross over each other like this. So we got time. Oh, timer. Oh wait, timer. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh, flash. Okay. What else do you think about with cameras? This is how I see fans, but that's not a thing. What are we looking at? Pens? You need pens, right? No. What else do we need? So I look at this Y, right? Like something has to end here, right? So let's see. I feel like photo is this, right? Oh, photo. Okay, photo. This is photographs. Photography. Got it. Here we go. Oh, filter and lens. Woo! Nice. That was an easy one today. Usually these get real difficult. Yeah, I'm like, huh. All right. Strands is easy today. All right, now we're back to connections. All right. Let's see if we can figure it out, right? This is one away. I feel like it's this. I'm going with it. Yep. Cool. All right. Let's see. Summer gear. So now we got battery, series, fly, array, set, shoe, radish, and power. Interesting. This is like also to hit something. Power. Fly. This could be to actually fly, like to lift yourself off the air, but this could also be like, you know, the insect, a fly. Huh. Shoe. What the this is the thing that gets me every single time. So shoe, fly, don't battery me. What could these have in common? One is the blue and one is the purple. So if we look here, right, the yellow is the most straightforward answer, then it's the green, then we have something that's a little less straightforward, and then there's something that's tricky, right? So the purple is sometimes like a fill in the blank, or it's like remove the letters. So I'm trying to think of like a fill in the blank, right? So like a horsefly, a horseshoe, horseradish. Yep. Oh my god, that's it. Wait, a horsefly, a horseshoe, horseradish, and then horsepower. Yeah! All right, sweet. A series, an array, set, and battery. Oh, is this chemistry terms? I don't know. It's not chemistry. This might be like coding terms. I'm gonna say chemistry or coding. Collection. What? 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 Collection? Battery? Huh? Who? Battery? Collection? Huh? All right. Well, the purple wasn't purpling, but the blue sure was purpling, because I don't understand that. All right. Well, at least we got it. All right. So now let's move over into Celeste. Let's see. How am I gonna do that? Let's see. We're gonna do Celeste for a little bit. I wasn't expecting me to get through all these games in 30 minutes. Usually it takes me all day. Maybe it's because I actually get to talk out loud and I'm like, hey, this is my thought process and this is why I think this. And it's making it a lot easier. But hold on, let me figure this out. We're gonna go into Celeste. I gotta move this over here. And then I'll move this over here too, otherwise we're gonna be in for a bad time. And Everest. Goodness gracious. Yeah, no, usually these games take me forever, like actually forever, and then I feel a little silly because I'm like, wow, I should just know this, right? But my pro tip is honestly, when you get into one of these like connections or mini crossword or Wordle, don't just like try to brute force it. Take your time, just close out of it for a minute and then come back. You'll be shocked at what you see when you finally give yourself some time to like digest what's on the screen. I've been getting better about whatchamacallit, someone on like TikTok and everything, Funky Frog Bait, was like, you should pause. And I'm like, you know what, you're right, pausing is great. We should pause more often. All right, let me see if this works. Celeste. Oh, there we go. There she is. All right, so we're just gonna make it fit to the screen here. Fit to screen. There we go. All right, Celeste it is. All right, let me just switch the topic. category. We're gonna change this to Celeste. All right. Now it is time to get through Celeste. So I'm doing this thing called the Speedrun Book Club, where we try a different speedrun every month. And this month we decided that what we're gonna do is we're going to do the 12-hour challenge, which means we have 12 hours to learn how to do a speedrun. I'm not gonna start the 12-hour timer until after I've beaten this game. Like specifically just because I'm like, hey, I want to beat the game first and then be able to practice individual levels. Like, I don't think I could deal with the stress of trying to beat the game and learn the speedrun at the same time, if that makes any sense. I just want to make sure if I do this, you can't hear the game. Okay. All right, cool. All right, just make sure that it's not gonna just appear. All right, so let's hop in. Oh yeah, I kind of just left off here. I just want to make sure that y'all can't hear the game and you can only hear this. 1 second, I'll hear the background music, because this game does not play nice with my audio mixing software, like, at all. You know, I better yet turn the music down. Yeah, this game does not work nice with my audio software at all. Ooh. I just have to remember how to play, right? This is jump. Okay, so I have two things set to jump. Because that's what the speedrun guides say, and I understand why. Ooh, I just jumped right into it. Because when you grab this like that, you can get 2 jumps in just by holding the buttons down. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna apologize ahead of time because this is not gonna be like a professional type speed run. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm actually going, huh? This is not gonna be professional at all. You're not gonna see like some awesome PB or world record run. Oh, you're gonna just see me fumbling through the game for the first time, and then after that I will start practicing ILs, individual levels, so that I can learn how to do all the speedrun tech. Oh, I messed up. You know what, that might have worked in my favor. That gives me a little bit more time to like. Ooh, I bumped my head. But this is a game that I've always wanted to learn how to speedrun, and last month our game to learn was Celeste, but last month was a lot. I had a death in the family, 2 of my appliances broke, and I had to replace them. I had to go traveling down south for the funeral, and oh my gosh. But okay, so I saw this thing on Twitter, right? And it was like, hey, black people, where am I at right now? It was a plate, right? And it was a plate, and it had fried chicken, it had a dinner roll, and oops, whoa, I did not realize I would just die there. It had like a dinner roll, green beans, and like potato salad, and everyone was like, sorry for your loss. And what kills me, no pun intended, is that was the exact the exact thing we had at the funeral for my grandfather. I was like, yep, this is how it is. Except I was, oh my god, so they had this fried chicken, right? And it was the driest chicken I've ever had in my life. And I was like, oh my goodness, it was so dry. I didn't know chicken could be that dry. I was like, oh my god. Oop, well, that's a wrap for that. That was a pretty good one. It was just so dry. And it was like, I was choking on it, like actually choking on it. I was like, oh my goodness gracious, I can't eat this, right? It was like not seasoned well, and it's rare, like that never really happens. And so I'm sitting there, right, and it's my mom and my godmother, and they're like, how's the food? I was like, the chicken is really dry. And my godmother was like, oh, you're just complaining, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. And then they took like 2 bites of it and they were like, I don't want this. I was like, that's what I'm saying, y'all too stubborn. I was like, it's so dry, it's not even good, like there's no flavor. Ooh, I finally did it. That felt good. That's the other thing of why I really wanted to learn how to speedrun Celeste. It just feels like really good to like do things in this game. Oh. But the if y'all were at the stream the other day, what day was that? Wednesday? If y'all were in the stream on Wednesday, you heard Emmy and I talking, and yeah, I had got into cooking as a hobby. Well, trying to get into cooking as a hobby, I should say. So I'm like, I've had a lot of problems with the trigger warning, like eating disorders. So I've had a lot of issues with like eating disorders and like just not eating. I don't know, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here, but oh, maybe, you know what, let me actually just not skip the cutscene. Let me actually see what he says. Okay. All right, we're gonna take a selfie. Cute. I've played this game before, but it's still really cute. All right. Yeah, so trigger warning, like eating disorders and stuff. So I've always had like a trouble with an eating disorder. I got formally diagnosed with it in 2022. Yeah, 2022. And I have been like trying new stuff and getting a lot better about how often I eat, and I'm very proud of myself. I've made a lot of progress. I've gained a lot of weight since I started going to a dietitian. I was like severely underweight, and now I am the proper weight, so I'm very happy about that. And like a big thing is like I don't want to cook a lot of the times. I'm just like, I just want to like, it just takes so long, especially after you get out of work, and it's like, well, I have like no time to do anything to like decompress. But I've been like, you know what, I'm gonna try some new hobbies, right? Let me try just cooking as a hobby, learning how to do some stuff. Ooh, this is the level I was learning how to wave dash on, and oh, like this. Oh, dang it, I'm like, look at me showing off. Oh. But I have a bunch of TikTok recipes that that I have saved on my phone. So what I do now is I have my own like personal Discord server. Like obviously there's the EasyF server, but I have a Discord server that's like just me and my partner. And what I do is I keep note of like everything of everything that I see on the internet that I want to keep. So I have just like a section that's just like recipes. So I've been messing around with the recipes in there. It's been a lot of fun. I did fondant potatoes from this guy Jose L. Cook. He's really funny. I like his content a lot. And those fondant potatoes came out incredible, right? And I used the Yukon Golds for the fondant potatoes instead of like russet, because they come out softer. So that was a lot of fun. Oh, all right. Oh yeah, this is where I have to do all the stuff, right? I have to like unlock all this laundry. Ooh. And I made those like the viral Little Caesars like pizza poppers or whatever. They call them Crazy Puffs, I think. And I made those and they came out really good too. I really like those. They're pretty easy to make. So I used like the frozen dinner rolls and I let that proof for a few hours, and then like I make a garlic butter mixture with like some Kerrygold butter, some whatchamacallit, some garlic that I chopped up, and parsley and a little bit of salt, and you make a little divot in the rolls, and then you put the garlic butter stuff all around it, and then you put it all around the muffin tin and everything. And oh that was goofy, huh? I feel like, yeah. Oh, I gotta like climb. Yeah, and they come out really good. It's like I used to make like my own pizza rolls sometimes with like croissant rolls, and what's nice about those is that I get to decide how much cheese I put into it, because I have a thing with cheese. Like, it just does not sit well with me at all. So being able to like make my own stuff and decide what I put in it has been really good. But it's also nice because like when you make your own stuff, you can hide like veggies in there, right? Because I have a really hard time eating a lot of vegetables. Like I'm just never like actively like, yes, I need veggies right now. I wish I was that person, but I'm not. Oh, that felt really good. Yeah, I'm just not that person. I wish I was. But I've been getting a lot better because I've just been hiding them in a lot of my foods, right? So when I make like pasta, it's like pasta's the perfect example, because pasta is like such an overwhelming flavor a lot of the time when you're just using like tomato sauce. So you know, you chop up like some spinach and you throw that in there, and you don't even realize that there's spinach in there. Or zucchini. I chopped up a zucchini in there and I throw it in there. You can't even realize that zucchini's in there. And it's like one of the things that my dietitian was saying is like, oh, people are so elitist about like dietary stuff, where they're like, oh, you should be eating like the full broccoli stalk and cauliflower, why are you mixing it in with all this other stuff, and you're not gonna get the nutrients you need. And that's just not true. It's not true at all. She's like, as long as you're getting the like nutrition that you need from those things, it doesn't matter how you cook them. Like, she's like, even if you need to like cover broccoli and cheese, which obviously I can't do, but she's like, if you cover broccoli, like if you need to cover broccoli with cheese, you're still getting the nutritional value of the broccoli, right? She's like, you don't have to just eat like broccoli raw. I'm like, oh, that's really good to hear. So yeah, I've just been doing that a lot. Oh, this is just a strawberry, or is this where I have to go? I think this is where I have to go. This looks familiar. Ooh. So yeah, or like in my tacos, I chop up a bunch of like different types of onions and peppers and I throw them in there. Learn that I do not like raw red onion. I can do onions. Like I just don't like raw red onion. It's, or maybe it was just that like I got them from like salsa fresca and it was just not good, but I was like, this is disgusting and I don't want to eat this anymore. I don't know, it just was like not a flavor that I enjoyed and not a texture I enjoyed either. Yeah, that's the other thing, it's like textural issues with my food. So being able to like chop up my own stuff and then have it like really small to where you can't like feel the texture of the food has been really great for me too. One of the things I saw was creating like a dry spinach powder, and I really want to try that, where they like they make this spinach powder that you could just like put into stuff, and I'm like, that would be really good for me too. And like, yeah, you can use it in like smoothies and stuff. Like, you can't taste the spinach, which is wild. I didn't think spinach was like a vegetable that was like, that didn't have a lot of taste. It just takes on the taste of whatever you cook it in, which makes sense as to why like black people make a lot of like things of spinach and collard greens and stuff with like butter and bacon fat and that sort of stuff. Oh, I did not understand what I was doing until just now. Whoo! That was pretty good. Oh, dang it. But yeah, this stuff's been a lot of, it's been I don't want to say fun. Well, cooking as a hobby has been kind of fun. Like being able to make stuff and then have your friends try it and then be like, whoa, that was actually really good. It's like, yeah. There was like Emily and I were talking in the car because my partner was like, oh yeah, the pizza puff thingies were good, I just wanted them to have a little bit more of a bite to them. And like, I was like, you know, I'm not sure it would be able to get that much more of a bite without putting the Parmesan around it, because you're making them in like a muffin tin. And like muffins don't usually have like crunch, right? So I'm like, well, I don't know if that's possible. And they're like made from dinner rolls. Emmy said that she's gonna try doing like a pre-bake of them to see if like, if you pre-bake it for a little bit, if that's the like, if that'll help and help it get a little bit like more fully cooked. So I'm excited to see how that comes out. But yeah, I saw this video a while ago that I was like really happy with, really excited about. I can't remember the creator's name. It was this woman. It looked like she lived in the city, but she did a video on like her trying out like different hobbies, and she was like, oh hey, you know, I tried reading, I tried what else did she do? She was like painting, I tried playing video games and stuff like that, and how those hobbies like made her feel, like how she liked them. And I was like, you're right, you know. And this all comes right after there was this girl in New York was getting dunked on because, oh whoops, I know what this is. This is not what I want. Oh, that's cool. This girl in Brooklyn was getting dunked on because she was like, oh, you're a grown man, why are you taking skateboarding classes? Like, that's for children. And it's like, it's okay to have hobbies. Like, I don't understand, just in general, I don't understand what this like this take is with people about like not having hobbies. It's like really unfortunate. I've noticed it a lot. And just a little bit of like a coming out journey, I guess. Not really coming out journey, but like more of like how my brain, my autistic brain worked as I was like going through the dating scene. You end up meeting a lot of people who don't have hobbies, and it's like when they date, they expect you to be their hobby, which is like odd. It's very odd behavior, right? And it's like, I still to this day, I'm like, what do normies do all day, right? I'm like, it's like not normie derogatory, but like just actually like, what do normies do all day? If they don't play video games, they don't read, they kind of watch TV, not really, I'm like, what do you do all day? And it's learning that what they do all day is just like browse social media, and that's not a hobby. And if it is, it's not a very good one. They just doom scroll, and I'm like, it's just so unhealthy. And it's also just like the death of the third place. I know we've talked about, like, people talk about it a lot on the internet, third spaces, and how it's becoming increasingly hard to like have a third space that isn't centered around like spending money. And that was good. It's frustrating because I also wish I had a third space. A lot of the time, like back when I was in high school, my third space was playing Magic the Gathering, and that was a lot of fun. I met a lot of people that way, that a lot of people I still talk to, funnily enough. A lot of people that I know, and like even to this day, I will go somewhere, like let's say I go to a convention or something, and I'll see those people there. That was like more than a decade ago, and that's been really cool. And it's like, where is that, right? Like, we need more things like that. And I know that's also centered around spending money. At least the bright side is that it's a small business. It's like a local game store. You're not going to like Amazon warehouse to do it, or like to Walmart. But yeah, and if y'all kept up with me last year, I didn't really post on social media a lot at all. I was on Discord a lot more, but I was reading every day. I took a break at the beginning of this year because I read a lot, like a lot, and I finished all of One Piece, and I was like, well, I just want a break from reading, and I haven't really found like a book that I was like, yes, this is what I need to read right now. Partially because of just agency paralysis, but yeah, like circling back, it's just like people have lost their interest in trying to do interesting things with themselves, like traveling. Traveling is a lot of fun. Right now I can't afford it like I used to be able to, but it's a ton of fun. Oh, you know what it is? I have to talk to him again. That's why I'm missing something. And then I'm assuming something's gonna unlock. Yeah, here we go. Right? Yeah, it's really unfortunate that this is kind of where we've evolved into, or I guess devolved into, where like people are just super disinterested in like making self-improvements, and doing things that could potentially make them happier, just trying things out. I've been trying to get a lot better about just trying new things. I'm a homebody, I don't like going out. But my friends have been pushing me to go out more often, to do more things. We've been going to like arcades and stuff like that. A new arcade opened up over in Connecticut, which has been really nice, so we've been going there. There's a barcade about an hour away from my house, so we've been going there. I've been meeting some new people, online and offline, and I feel very fulfilled. Just like in general, I feel like this is the most fulfilled I've felt in my life. At least yeah, just in general. I just feel a lot better about myself. I feel a lot more confident. I feel a lot healthier, and healthier in like multiple senses. I feel like I have a better sense of like setting boundaries, and like getting people to understand how my brain works, instead of just like folding, pun intended, because we're in the laundry stuff, but instead of like folding and just being like, oh, you know, whatever, I can handle my own feelings, and I'll just I'll deal with my feelings, and then I will just like talk them through theirs. And now I'm just like, no, I also have feelings. Like, that did not make me feel good. And you know, it's totally fine to say that, you know, like, you know, and you're saying it not as like, not to hurt the person. I mean, some people would, but you know, you're saying it more as it's like a sign of respect. That I've learned, you respect a person enough to say, hey, like, this just didn't make me feel very good, and I just want to change it so that our relationship doesn't change, you know. I've been getting a lot better about that, and I would absolutely beholden that to like my support systems, and like just the actualization of like how autism affects how I perceive things. There's got to be a cycle for this, right? And I'm just like missing it. Like, it's got to be like, oops. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm not pressing a button like this one. Oh, you know what? I see it now. Like, the next hobby I really want to take on is woodworking. That's been something I've been like super interested in since last year, the end of last year, or the beginning of the year, or the beginning of last year, or like the end of the year before. I've been super interested in getting into woodworking, and I made my own desk. This desk that I have here, I made myself, which was a lot of fun. I'm really proud of it, and I want to do more stuff like that. Like, I love decorating my house. I love having all the nerd stuff out, but there's certain things that like just don't exist that I want, and I have to make it, you know. I just have to make it myself. So I think I'm going to be taking some woodworking classes very soon, in a few weeks. There's a woodworking class like about an hour away from me, and it's like 2 hours. Unfortunately, it's on a Monday, but it's fine. Oh no, why did I do that? No, why did I do that? Oh wait, I almost made it still. That's so funny. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get into woodworking, and yeah, I've been a lot better about hobbies, and I feel like that is where a lot of I hate being like, we live in a society, but I just feel like a lot of where things go wrong with like communication and things like that is people have lost a sense of community, and they've lost a sense of individualism at the same time, right? Because all of these companies want us to just be have all of our attention on them, right? All of their attention on social media, all the attention on you know, random gotcha games, right? We live in an attention economy is what they call it, right? Where it's like, okay, the more eyeballs that we have on a thing, the more money we make. So we just want to make sure the eyeballs are staying there for as long as possible. And like, even Roku just put in a patent for showing ads when you pause a video game, and it's like why are we here, right? I think a lot about the new Eddie Burback video that he just did on the Apple Vision Pro, and I will be the first to admit that I was, you know, years ago, I was really excited for more like wearable tech. I was like, yeah, you know, wearables are cool. It'd be really cool to be able to like send text messages without like opening up my phone and things like that, being able to look things up without having my phone out, being able to do all these things. But just the amount that is on the screen at once, right? And you know, he satirizes it a lot, right? But it's the truth. It's kind of where our brains are, right? We're just so used to all of these things in our faces all the time. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, social media sucks, you know. I'm not saying, oh, like the phones have ruined everything. It's not that. I don't think it's technology that's ruined anything. I think it's just the symbiotic nature of capitalism and the advancement of technology, right? Because we live in a world where it's not good enough to just exist. Right? Like, on an individual level, on a corporate level, it's just not good enough to exist. We have to show growth and profit over profit over profit over profit, and it's not sustainable. It doesn't make sense to be able to have more profit every year forever. It's not sustainable. And it didn't used to be a thing, right? Like, there's a thing called the business cycle, and you learn about it in your business classes, you learn about it in economics, and it's just the business cycle, right? You're gonna have growth, and then you're gonna start seeing it's gonna be stagnant, and then you'll see a downfall, and then you have growth again, you know. And that's just how it is. That is the business cycle. That is how it is. But we live in this world where that can't be how it is anymore, you know. They're like, hey, you didn't show profit this quarter, and it's like, what? We've been showing profit for 10-20 quarters in a row. They're like, well, that's not good enough. Like, why would I want to put my money in here if it's just not going to grow? And it's like, what? You know. And frankly, I don't foresee any like large change in that, you know. I don't see like, hey, in 2027 it's just not gonna be sustainable, so it's all just gonna end. I don't see that happening, frankly. Uh-oh. All right, now I can finally leave. Ooh. But I do see a lot more people questioning things, you know. I see a lot more people being like, is this necessary? A $3,500 pair of goggles that make you look like a fucking nerd. Oh, whoops. I was expecting to be spawned down there, not over here. Ooh. Oh, I see. Oh, I missed my cycle. Oh, I understand now. They want me to like, huh. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was also a good one. There's a thing called like vertical jumps that I have not mastered yet. Oh, that was pretty good. I'm proud of that. What's this? Oh, hey. Okay, cool. I'm actually pretty proud of that one. That was nope. I saw that happen. I was just like, nope. Ooh, oh. Oh no. But yeah, I'm very happy with myself. I'm very happy with how far I've come over the course of the past few years. My life has changed significantly, and for the better, honestly. Being able to understand myself and understand the world a lot more and give people a lot more grace in how they might react to things, you know. I've been a lot better about it, and I'm in a place where I'm just happy. I'm just genuinely very happy, which is not a place I could say I've always been in. And yeah, I'm excited to learn how to do more things. I'm excited that I just felt the motivation to be like, hey, I'm gonna stream on a Saturday before I'm about to host a party. I just feel like hopping on the mic. Yeah, we did it. I'm like, yeah, I just feel like hopping on the mic. I feel like just doing some stuff. I was like, oh wait, I woke up, I gotta do my daily games. So I was like, hold on, let me wait and do my daily games on stream. That sounds fun. Oh dang it. Ooh. But yeah, I want to try out some new recipes and learn some more cooking techniques. I want to get better with chopping up herbs and chopping in general. Like, I can chop garlic pretty well, but I fail to understand how to chop like onions. And I've watched a bunch of videos on it, and I'm just at a point where I feel like I just need someone to show me how to do it. I might end up taking like a cooking class sometime this year, just so that I can learn how to have better knife skills. Yeah, it's like I just feel like I'm at a point where I just need someone to be like, hey, no, the reason that it's not coming out the way it should come out is because you're chopping too far into the onion, you know, where they're like, all right, try chopping it like a little bit lighter. And I'm like, oh, okay. I just want to get better at that. And chopping up herbs, I'm very bad at chopping up herbs. Like, I don't understand how you're supposed to chop thyme, because if you've ever worked with thyme, it's on a twig. It's not like on like a stem, it's a twig. And it's like, well, you don't want the twig in your food, right? So how do I get all of the leaves off of there? And I watched somebody on Epicurious was like, hey, you want to like use the knife and you want to go backwards, and I've tried that, and it just, the leaves aren't coming off. And I don't know if it's because maybe I'm holding the thyme wrong, maybe I'm holding the knife wrong, you know what I'm saying? There's like a bunch of different reasons. So I kind of want to just take a cooking class. I know a lot of the cooking classes, they're like, hey, this is how you make pasta, and I'm fine with that. You know, oh, see, that was my fault. I forgot to press the right trigger. And there's just like a bunch of things that are just like on my bucket list, my life to-do list, if you will, that I'm in no rush. I think that's the other thing. I think it's the first time ever that I just don't feel like I'm in a rush to just like do something or be something. I'm just like chilling, you know? I'm like, yeah, I'm taking my time. I'm just enjoying myself and enjoying the time that I have. And it's like, it's already April, and I'm just like, wow, it's already April. Oh no, I was so close. Oh, other things that I've been up to. I've been listening to more podcasts, specifically Remap Radio. They were originally Waypoint over at Vice, and now they're Remap, worker owned, which I really love. So I've been in that Discord server a lot. One of the things that I do over in that server that I haven't done, I didn't do March, and April is probably not going to happen, but May is looking like more of a possibility once everything kind of settles. And just, you know, my personal life, I've been doing these like co-working streams. I say co-working, but it's more like parallel play, where what do we call it, disaster crafters, where we're just like on a call in the Discord server, and we're just like, hey, oh, I don't know why I did that. I didn't have to do that. We're like, hey, I need just like someone to body double with to get these things done, and we just sit on the call and we just like hang out and do the thing. And I've been specifically doing model kits. That's another thing that I've never done before that I'm like, oh, this is fun. Yeah, I've been getting into model kit building. I've been building I built a Rowlet model kit, which was super easy. I didn't realize just how easy those ones were, like some of the Pokemon ones, which I should have just expected because they were Pokemon. Why did I do that? Should have just expected that those model kits are going to be easier because they're Pokemon. But dang it. I did Arceus, which was a lot of fun. That one took me about an hour to get done. And now I'm on like a model kit. I've been doing War Greymon. Oh, not War Greymon. Oh my goodness. I've been doing Omnimon. One of my favorite Digimon. I know, right? I'm like, one of my favorite Digimon is the title Digimon. But hey, I really enjoy Omnimon a lot. So I've been building a Omnimon model kit, and I'm gonna continue doing that during the next Disaster Crafters night. I got about halfway through. So if you are ever like, hey, I want to do these things, you know, you can catch me in the UCF server. If that's something you want to see in the UCF server too, you can absolutely just message me and let me know, because I'm totally down to do more stuff like that in the UCF server. We were talking the other day about some things that we can do. We made a like bucket list that we're gonna like chip away at over the next couple of years. It wasn't that much stuff, so it's probably a lot of stuff that we're gonna chip away at this year, and it'll probably like bleed into next year. But yeah, we just made like a little bucket list of things that we want to get done. Me, Evie, and Lewis sat down, and we were doing movie nights on Mondays. I paused that because it was just a lot for me to have something dedicated to every single week. Like, I'm not even gonna front, it was just a lot for me. Like, when you have in my brain, I'll just talk about how my brain works. In my brain, when it's like, oh, you have a thing that's like dedicated for this day, I feel like I can't do anything else that day except for that thing. And movies are huge time sinks for me, so I'm just like, wow, I am not good at this. Oh, there we go. Movies are just like giant time sinks for me, so I'm just like, oh my goodness, like I just have to sit here and watch this movie for like 2.5 hours, and I'm like, oh my god, can I do that? Especially when it gets like late and I'm just got home from work, and I'm like, dang, that's my whole day is just watching this movie, which is fine for a lot of people. It's just not fine for me, because I just always feel like I want to do something like more productive, if that makes sense. Like, I could get through a book, or I could get through a game, because a movie I could just have on in the background. But like, I feel like things like that are more just like active, right? They're more active. There's a B-side word I'm looking for. Active activities than passive activities, you know. And again, there's nothing against any of that stuff, it's just how I feel, right? So we haven't done that. We were doing like Pokemon Pictionary again, which was a lot of fun. We spoke maybe last month, and it was either last month or like 2 weeks ago, and we were like, hey, we should do rotating Monday schedules where we like play Among Us one week, we play Pokemon Pictionary one week, we watch a movie another week. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get through this. And we agreed to that, but everyone's been kind of busy and kind of just in their own fields, so I haven't really pushed it too much. I've also been like, I want to just play video games right now, so been in a very video gamey mood. Huh, how does this look, right? Is it like, ooh. But just in a very video gamey mood. Like, oh my god, I went through all of OG Final Fantasy 7. So what's funny is I thought I beat this game. Okay, I played this game a long time ago. I'm like a long time ago. I never played it on the PS1, but I played it on the PSP, right? So that had to have been like 2005. And I was like, yeah, I remember a lot of this stuff. And I got to a point and I was like, I don't remember this at all. I was like, I don't even know what happens here. Oh wait, I should have just, that's the thing, I gotta learn to just commit, right? I had to commit to the bit. If I committed to the bit there, it would have just did it. Yeah, I played all through OG7 again, which was a lot of fun. That game is really freaking good. No wonder why people say it's their favorite Final Fantasy. It's really good. I still like 9 better, and sans that, I like 6 better. Like 9 is my favorite Final Fantasy. It's also my first, and that's usually how it goes, right? Your first Final Fantasy is usually your favorite. And I would say like 9 and then 6 are right up there for me. Like Final Fantasy 6 was frankly one of the most fun games I've ever played. Final Fantasy 6 is so good, and everyone talked about it. I was like, I don't understand. I think everybody's just like, you know, they're all in their nostalgia feels. They're like, oh yeah, Final Fantasy 6 is so good, and I'm like, it's aight. You know, me only playing a little bit of it. Yeah, I had only played a little bit of it at a time. I mean, I didn't make it far at all. Like, how far did I make it? Oh, ooh, we're not having fun with that. Oh, I made it to spoilers for the very beginning. I made it to the part where like Sabin and like falls off the cliff, and you have to like everyone's like split up, so you have to like get everybody back together. Oh, that was a little goofy. Oh no, actually it wasn't. That feels like the right thing to do. Dang it. This will probably be my last level, and then I'm gonna head off for the day. But yeah, I gotten like not far at all the first time I played, and I was like, oh, this just ain't it for me. That's not the answer. The answer was it was just not the game that I wanted to play in that moment, and that is something that you don't realize until you play a different game and you're like, wow. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I think definitely one of my favorite games of all time now. It was very good. Like, I don't have anything else to say other than it was just very good. It's definitely one of the most fun games I played. And 7 is up there. 7 was also very fun. I have some criticisms. I think there are some things that could have been done better. And those things that I feel like could have been done better, I think are going to be done better in remake, like the remake and Rebirth and probably Reunion, right? I just like a lot of the characterization is kind of just like falls to the wayside after a while. Tifa kind of just doesn't have much after the first disc. She kind of just gets regressed into a character that's in love with Cloud, which, you know, that's cool. Other characters I feel like could have gotten more. Barrett kind of just falls flat after a bit, which is weird, because it's like Barrett is one of the most memorable characters in Final Fantasy, period. And after his little thing in disc 1, it's just like he doesn't have as much to do. And you know what it is? It's because you make your party and it's like, hey, you just made your party. These are the people that are gonna like talk, and I just feel like there needs to be more scenes where they're all like talking with each other and hanging out with each other, similar to if y'all have ever played a Tales of game. They do that a lot with the skits, where they're like, hey, here's all the characters at a campfire, and this is what they all like talk about, and that's what this game needs a lot more of. Just like everyone hanging out, talking together. And you know, this is a PS1 game, so I'm not gonna you know, you give it some grace there. It's like but I feel like that's gonna just be better in remake. Like even just remake 7 remake did a lot of the characterization, especially with like Barrett and the other members of Avalanche, infinitely better than they had in OG7. Like Jesse gets a lot of character, Wedge and Biggs get a lot of character, but in OG7 they have like a few lines, and then that's it. There we go. Oh, why did I do that? That was silly. I was like, I'm gonna wave dash. Watch this. And then was like, wait, why did I do that? Yeah, so that was the last game that I just finished. I mean, like the other day, and I thought I beat the game, but apparently I didn't before, but now I did. I even beat I beat the Emerald weapon, I beat the Ruby weapon, I did everything that you could do in that game. I got the Golden Chocobo, you know, I got Knights of the Round, I maxed out Knights of the Round, I got people to level 99. I didn't get everybody to level 99, I got mostly everybody to level 99, because I was like, I'm not gonna just sit here and grind all day and throw elixirs at this pot. I'm gonna like just move on. Sephiroth was mad easy because I was, you know, level 99, but it's fine. Things I learned though, the Sephiroth fight changes if you use the Knights of the Round summon. He actually gets a bunch more health. I didn't know that. And there we go. Beautiful. All right, we're getting through. We are getting through Celeste. Oh goodness, chapter 3 completed. All right, chapter 4. All right, well, this was a lot of fun. Thank y'all all for coming out, and I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me while I was doing some word games and stuff. I want to do this more often. I'm hoping that tomorrow morning I'll have the motivation to just hop back in and then do the word games and do this again. Not for long, you know, an hour, some change. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Bye.